you don't know what you picking up in jail, you know what I'm saying, from whatever punk you fucking with, you know, and here it is, you got a lady that's supporting you, getting on the highway, coming to see you, don't know nothing about this punk life you living, and you going up there kissing her and telling her you getting ready to come home to her, so.
It's interesting, we have a case out here, as far as, the whole Dolph situation. Dallas had the Mo 3 situation. Mo 3's alleged killer, he was physically seen and admitted to being with a transgender woman.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So to even go into prison with that MR here, we hear a lot of stories about when you go into prison, you fucking with punks. Mm-hmm. That's a certain jacket you got on you that niggas ain't fucking with.
Exactly.
He went in with that MO, and it seems like niggas is still fucking with the niggas saying fucking.
It's like, man, you got them kind of niggas, that's in the feds, and we call them bandits. And for whatever reason, the bandits, for the most part, don't get ran up top. They don't get sent to the shoe. A lot of the bandits, they have a little, get up and go about themselves. They'll take something. They'll take some ass. They'll take you know what I'm saying? So they got to have a little, you know what I'm saying, a little fight in them or whatever. So, they, for the most part, they kind of like remain on the yard. Now when they run across the motherfucking undercover niggas in there that's hanging back from chow on chicken day, you know what I'm saying, it's to stay back in the unit with the punk, then when we catch them, then they gotta roll. That's they gotta catch the corner pocket.
Yeah, it seems like those undercover, DL, that's even more. If a nigga's openly like, I'm on that while I'm on the outside, and you gonna still respect my gangster.
My biggest issue with them niggas was I didn't like when, whatever you do is what you do. But if you on the yard and you slick fucking with some boys, and then you on the weekend, you getting up going to that visitation room visiting a girl, I ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just some nasty scum of the earth shit, you don't know what you picking up in jail, you know what I'm saying, from whatever punk you fucking with, and here it is, you got a lady that's supporting you, getting on the highway, coming to see you, don't know nothing about this punk life you living, and you going up there kissing her and telling her you getting ready to come home to her. So me, myself, I done exposed a couple situations like that, and kind of made sure that whoever I was visiting let the young lady know what was going on with that individual. And I don't normally get in people's business, but I felt like I was doing a justice, you know what I'm saying? I was looking out, you know what I'm saying? Basically protecting,
saving a life.
A woman, you know what I'm saying? Potentially saving a life, So that was my pet peeve. Everybody got their pet peeves, and that was mine.
If a dude is openly about it, even with his woman, you ain't got no issues with it.
In my opinion, I don't think I ever live to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it just ain't that. It ain't that sweet.
Yeah, it ain't. I ain't never seen nobody that cooperative. You know what I'm saying? To accept that. That's some fucked up shit. She got to be she got a strong stomach, man, and she can put up with that.
Nah, goddamn.
Yeah. So I ain't never seen it nor heard of it until Joker just said it. I'm sure there's some crazy motherfuckers in the world, though. You know what I'm saying?
As we get further into this thing, it gets crazy and crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, it gets crazy and crazy.
For sure.
Now, one thing, of course, that sparked high interest in the last thing you did with Percy was you spoke on cigarette sales. Mm-hmm. And how you seen a nigga make down there $1 million.
Not down there, $8 million.
Yeah, I didn't want to downplay it. You said it, you reiterated then.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
can you just, again, because I think a lot of people didn't understand like the concept of a person in prison making $1 million off cigarettes.
So, I don't smoke, right? So a pack of cigarettes in the world costs how much?
Shit, $8.
$8
for a carton of 8 or whatever.
$8 for like a little pack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $8 a pack. So in prison, you know what I'm saying, that same pack that cost you $8 in the world could potentially, probably cost you $100 in there. So let's just say you sitting you got a plug, you got a mural that's bringing you in. A lot of murals, especially officers, that work at the facilities, if they are bringing in a bomb, they like to bring in tobacco versus other shit, because let's just say if they get caught, the tobacco, it ain't another drug charge. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're gonna lose your job, get fired or whatever, and that's basically it for the most part. But if you bringing in cell phones, cocaine, marijuana and shit like that, not only are you gonna lose your job, you're gonna get a charge for bringing those drugs into a penal institution and shit like that. So the cigarettes are the most popular thing on the yard, as far as like just being sold or whatever. So you got niggas getting cartons of cigarettes, and they running through them. I done seen a nigga sell a single cigarette, you know what I'm saying, $10 a cigarette. Damn, for a loose. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So, everything in jail, Android phone that costs $60 in the world costs you $1,500 in there, $1,000 in there. So, and I seen niggas selling phones too, make a few million.
Y'all just wanna, how they charging these phones, man?
Shit, with the charges. With the charges, yeah. Niggas flying the drones in, bring the charges in, the phones in.
Oh.
Before the drones was popular, niggas made battery packs. You got you're gonna always have the small white boys, in there, the Hispanics, they know how to make the battery packs. And a lot of times, I done seen, white boys and Hispanics, that's how they survive in prison. That's how they make a living. Yeah. Just by making battery packs for niggas who got phones, because a nigga like me don't know how to make a battery pack. My name ain't MacGyver. I couldn't. Well, two things I couldn't do in prison: make a battery pack and play chess.
Oh damn! You never learned to play chess?
I wanted to learn. I had my. I never sat down long enough to learn. Just to learn the moves or whatever. It always kind of seemed like Chinese to me. So I had a couple partners try to show me. As soon as I get frustrated, man, I'm back to dominoes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nah, I have seen them hook up some wild shit to make a fire. To make
yeah, nigga, I seen Benny Hunter, nigga on the stairs.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nigga making rice on the stairs.
Goddamn.
Yeah. It's all kind of niggas making frying egg rolls in the garbage can. Put the stinger in there. Put the grease in there.